Best open feet earbuds. Top 15 from 20 tested models over the last 3 years of reviews. I finally bought the missing models and put everything in order. Now this category is 100% settled on what is best. Open fit means no silicone tips. They are very comfortable, but hardly block noise. The number one model wins by a big margin in sound, and if you like how AirPods fit non-pro, this list is for you. You can buy all these open fit earbuds via the links in the description below on Amazon or AliExpress. MyChooz isn't a store. We do honest reviews. So subscribe, it helps us and will be useful for you. First place, Huawei FreeBuds 6. These are the best sounding open earbuds over the all model for both systems, Android and iOS. That is the main reason to buy them. The second reason is the reference grade mic, very good. Everything else, features and build is simply solid. Yes, the design is a little bit polarizing. Tell me what do you think about this in the comments. Full review Huawei FreeBuds 6 is linked here and in the description below. Inside you get two drivers, an 11mm dynamic for body and a micro-planar tweeter for air and detail. On Android use LDAC, that's where they open up. On iPhone it's AAC. You lose a bit of micro details versus LDAC in PKAB, but overall quality stays high and still competes with AirPods. Out of the box, without EQ, they sound about 1 point better than AirPods 4, to my ears. The tuning is lively, a less bass, a light bass lift, and clean and energetic top end, and a close vocals, as close as open fit allows. Detail retrieval is excellent. Bass has texture and shape. Main parts sit forward. Background synths stay audible, and tiny breaths don't vanish. Timbre holds up well, no boomy lows. Cymbals can get a hint of sand, but nothing critical. The stage is medium, wider than the head, not a deep 3D bubble, a mild non-critical witness. Calls are a strong point. The mic is truly reference level, clear in a quiet room and on a noisy street. This is a microphone test Huawei FreeBuds 6 in quiet conditions. This is a microphone test Huawei FreeBuds 6 in noisy conditions. ANC is here too. It can break physics on an open design, but it makes commuting more comfortable. I'd call it up to around 40% of low-frequency rumble. There is no dedicated transparency mode, yet the open fit already lets the world in, so you can talk without taking them off. Battery lines up with a spec, up to 6 hours from the buds and up for 36 with a case on SBC and AAC codec. With LDAC I get about 5 and 27. There's fast charging and wireless charging. Controls are easy. Tap anywhere, swipe the stem for volume, there are head gestures for calls. And the application you can pick LDAC on Android, choose 3 ANC models, switch EQ presets, remap controls, and toggle the game mode. Multipoint and auto pause are on board. The buds are rated IP54. The fit is comfortable and the design is unique. A few caveats. On some tracks, the treble can be a bit bright. A quick EQ trim fix it. There is no transparency toggle. Some smart extras like Celia, Live or Sync Translation, LDHC 4.0 and special audio with the head tracking need Huawei's devices with Harmony OS. In the US, they may not be sold on Amazon. If you're in States and can't find them, the smoothest Amazon option is Apple AirPods for ANC. ANC and transparency are class leading there, but pure sound, FreeBuds 6 still take it for me. Second place, Apple AirPods for ANC. These are the best open fit earbuds for iPhone and a solid second place for Android devices. With EQ on iPhone, Apple AirPods 4 can even challenge Huawei through overall, but FreeBuds 6 still sound better in my ears. For iPhone, Apple AirPods 4 ideal pick. On Android, if you want sound first, go FreeBuds. If you want ANC, comfort, build and can accept good, not the best sound, pick AirPods for ANC. Full review is here and in the description. Their signature is warm and bass-friendly. The low end is soft and enveloping, the treble is controlled, and the vocal sits a touch farther back than Earbuds 6. The stage feels a bit wider than Huawei's. Detail and tremble realism are a step behind. With AQ, they get closer, mid comes forward, bass gets more textured, and you hear more details. But you can also hear a little gain in the highs. Stock versus Huawei, the gap is about 1.5 points, with AQ about 1 point. The mic is excellent, reference range, like on Earbuds 6 and 5. This is a microphone test, Apple AirPods 4 and C in quiet conditions. This is a microphone test, Apple AirPods for noise cancellation in noisy conditions. Voice isolation for calls is here. ANC is the best I've ever heard on open feed, up to around 50% of low frequency noise, which is wild given the open design. Transparency is class leading too. It sounds almost like you took the earbuds off. Conversation awareness is super handy. You start talking and it flips from ANC to transparency automatically. Battery is the trade-off. Sync up to 4 hours with ANC and up for 5 with ANC off. With the case up to 20 and up to 30. 5 minutes of the charger gives about an hour of music. You get USB-C, wireless QI and Apple Watch charging. The case has a speaker for Find My. Controls use the pitch on the stem and hand gestures. There are no volume swipes on the stem. You'll adjust volume from the phone. This is a big minus. The software is built into iOS. On Android, you miss most settings, updates, and Apple's AQ or special features. But even then, it's still ranked number 2 for Android for me. The build is first class. Comfort is great for 3 or 4 hours straight. The case is really tiny and it's glassy. Rated IP54. For iPhone, this is the ideal everyday pick. For Android, if you want sound first, go Earbuds. If you want ANC, comfort and seamless day-to-day use, and you're fine with goods rather than best sound, go AirPods 4. Third place, Huawei Earbuds 5. Best open feed earbuds under $100. If your budget is $100, this is the main reason to buy them. Right now they're about $90 on AliExpress. You get an 11mm dual magnetic dynamic driver. Battery is a bit lower than Earbuds 6, but overall value is great. If you can add $30, I highly recommend to buy Huawei Earbuds 6. Battery is a bit lower than Earbuds 6, but value is strong. Tuning leans to the low end, mids can feel a touch muffled, and highs a bit recessed. Versus AirPods 4 ANC, Earbuds 5 are about half a point behind on sound. There's a wail in the presentation and less clarity. The stage is similarly narrow and detail is lower. With Apple AQ, AirPods jump roughly a point ahead. Without AQ, about half a point. If you can add $30 to catch Singles Day deals, I'd go for Earbuds 6. The mic's hair is good, just a little below the Earbuds 6 reference.
This is a microphone test Huawei Earbuds 5 in noisy conditions.
This is a microphone test Huawei Earbuds 5 in quiet conditions. First place, Xiaomi Buds 5. Best open feed earbuds under $70. A great all-rounded for Xiaomi phones. Balanced for price, great out-of-box sound, no deep turning needed. Very good battery, stable fit and solid build. Mic is excellent, plus a built-in recorder for up to 3 hours. Only real drawback, the pitch to control can be a bit stuff. This sound pleasant out of the box without deep tuning, and the battery, fit and build are strong. The mic is excellent.
This is a microphone test Xiaomi Buds 5 in noisy conditions.
This is a microphone test Xiaomi Buds 5 in quiet conditions. And there's a built-in recorder for up to 3 hours. But there is a caveat. On my OnePlus 11, I hit a chipset quirk. The buds sounded like a cheaper set and didn't show correctly in the application. On the other phones, everything was fine. I couldn't find a consistent pattern, so if possible, try before to buy. The main plus is the mid-range, clear vocals, natural instruments and very universal tone for many genres. The main minus is bright highs out of the box with a slightly polished color on complex mixes. Separation drops a bit. The only ergonomic minus for me is the pitch control. It needs a firmer squeeze that I like. 5th place, Samsung Galaxy Buds 3. Best for Samsung phones. With the Samsung Seamless codec. Pair it with the Samsung flagship. They make sense. For non-Samsung, I don't recommend them. At $120, they're overpriced. Around $80 they are okay. For Android devices is general, the sound feels $50-60 level. ANC is basic but workable. The mic is fine.
This is a microphone test Galaxy Buds 3 in noisy conditions.
This is a microphone test Samsung Galaxy Buds 3 in quiet conditions. And wireless charging is supported. The sound story, highs can be uneven, sometimes they lose air, sometimes they get edgy, and the really deep bass is a bit short, which can affect clarity on dense tracks. On AAC, the bass can even be too much, with a congested mid-range. AQ is recommended here. 6th place, Marshall Minor 4. I'd buy this for the style, it's pretty good. Sound is average, I miss the bass, and I'm not a bass head, especially nothing these are open feed. If you don't need much bass, you will like them. Materials and builds are excellent. Battery is strong, controls are convenient, and the application is solid. The mic is really good. Still sits around 7th place for me.
This is the sound of a Marshall Minor 4 microphone in quiet conditions. This is the sound of Marshall Minor 4 microphone, noisy conditions.
7th place. From the budget side, check SoundPeats Air 3 Deluxe HS. For $15 you get detailed natural sound for the price. Close vocals, moderate bass, moderate but clean treble. Balanced tuning, that is the reason to buy. For the rest of budget picks, jump to the full top 15 with the link in the description on the MyChooz.com. And of course, tell me what I should test next and what to add in this ranking. Of course, subscribe to MyChooz channel, have a great listening sessions and see you soon. Bye.